Good morning. Good morning. The most expensive thing you will ever pay is attention to the wrong people. I'm Dr. Fred Jones, the world's only worthologist. I serve and support women of faith, women who believe in investing in themselves, and women who have a message that they want to take to the masses. We also serve a few brave men. Many people ask, "What's your doctorate in?" I'm a Juris Doctorate. A Juris Doctorate is a law degree. I am a retired college professor. I taught business law and ethics many years on the academic level, and I'm also a retired United States Supreme Court attorney. So I'm Dr. Fred Jones. Okay. What I want to do is talk to you about how to introduce yourself in order to get what you're worth. How to introduce yourself in order to get what you're worth. Now, this is the beginning of something very, very phenomenal, and that is how you introduce yourself. How do you present yourself to people? My dad used to say, the way you start a thing, that's the way it will go. The way you start a thing, that's the way it will go. So we want to help you get started right here. And I'm going to go ahead and share this out on LinkedIn. And if you will go ahead and share it as well, that'll help me help more people. I want to help a few more people learn how to introduce themselves. And I'm going to give you 5 steps today. In this teaching, I'm going to give you 5 steps to introduce yourself in order to get what you're worth. I've been in this space since 1991. I first heard the word intellectual property in 1991. And then in 2003, I was in law school when I heard it. And I realized that writing is intellectual property, speaking is intellectual property, coaching is intellectual property. And when I realized that, I'm like, whoa, that's huge. Intellectual property is property of the mind and not property of the hands. So I said, I want to learn more. I want to study more. I want to be sharp. So that's what I set myself out to do. So in this training, I'm going to teach you how to introduce yourself to get what you are worth. Okay. So if you're ready, we're going to get started and we're going to go. 2003, I wrote my first book. 2006, I published that book. 2015, I became an international #1 best-selling author and matched my salary. 2016, I matched my salary again. And at the end of 2016, I walked away. Hello on Periscope. Good to see you. I walked away and became a full-time paid writer, speaker, coach. I help people walk in their worth, value your voice, and to take your message to the masses. That's what I help you do. I help you do that. Okay. And since that time, I've helped a lot of people write and publish books and tell their story. So here's the point #1 when you're introducing yourself. See, folks, here's the deal. If you had all the clients you wanted, your business would be off to a great start. But sometimes that gets in the way is not having a formula. This course will show you what I use to create solid client formula. I'm going to share with you something that will help you get clients. That's going to be the goal here, to help you get clients. Number one, when you're introducing yourself, you want to tell people who you are. Hello, I'm Dr. Fred Jones. You want to really, if you want to give them your title, give them your title. If you want to brand yourself by your first name, brand yourself by your first name. It's okay either way. Hello, Mark over on Periscope. You want to introduce yourself. Tell people who you are. Who you are. Okay. I'm Dr. Fred Jones, the world's only worthologist. It needs to be short. It needs to be brief. It needs to be to the point. Okay. So point number one is tell people who you are. That's number one. Number one, tell people who you are. Okay. Now we're going to put that in the chat box. We're going to put that in the chat box so you can see it, because some people are visual. Number one thing when you're introducing yourself, tell people who you are. Tell people who you are. Okay. This is when you introducing yourself, because you're always marketing and you're always advertising. I'm talking to you about how to introduce yourself so that you can get what you want. I'm going to talk to you about being personal development. All right. Are you ready for number two? Number two is you want to tell people what you do. Okay. You want to tell people what you do. This is what people want to know: who you are. Then they want to know what you do. What you do. When they know what you do, then they'll know if you are for them or not. When people know what you do, then they'll know if you are for them. That is so important right there. Okay, so number one is who you are, who you are. Number two is what you do, what you do. Number three, are you ready for number three? Number three is, watch this, who you serve. Okay, who you serve. That's important because here's the deal, folks. You can't be for everybody. If everybody is your audience, nobody is your audience. Did you hear what I said? If everyone is your audience, no one is your audience. Everybody can't be your audience. You can't help everybody. There's 7.5 billion people in the world, 3.5 billion people on the internet. You can't serve everybody. You cannot serve everybody. I'm just telling you up front. You can't serve everybody. Okay. So, number one, you want to know who you are. Number two, you want to know what you do. Number three, who you serve. I'm Dr. Fred Jones. I serve and support women of faith, women who believe in self investing, and women who want to build a business based on their book. What do? I help you walk in your worth, value your voice, and create your own economy. I help you walk in your worth, value your voice, and help you tell your story. And how do I do that? I do that through writing books. I do that through my bestseller overnight course. I do that through my mastermind program. That's what I do. How to introduce yourself. Always tell people who you are. Always tell people what you do, and always tell people who you serve. Okay. Now, and then the next thing is number four. I'm going to give you 5 of these today. This is good stuff here. Who's your product or service for? Okay. Who's your product? Who is your product for? Who is your product for? Okay. That's important right there. All right. Watch it right here. I'm putting it right up on the screen now. Now I got it up here. Who is your product for? Who do you serve and support? Who do you help? I serve and support women of faith. I serve and support women who believe in personal development. I serve and support women who want to build a business based off of their book, who want to take their message to the masses. You see how that works? Yeah, you just got to let people know who you're for. And by the way, you can't be for everybody. If everybody is your client, nobody is your client. Okay, now watch this. Now, all of that is in my introduction. Number 5, are you ready? Am I helping anybody? I know this is good content. I know this is good content. How will you help your clients? Okay. How will you help your clients? Okay. Right here. That's the question right there. How will you help your clients? Okay. And when you can tell them that, you're cooking with fish grease, baby. You're cooking with fish grease. How will you help your clients? Those are 5 questions you should answer when you meet someone online, when you go live online. When I go live online, I say, hello, I'm Dr. Fred Jones, the world's only worthologist. I just told you who I am, and I just told you a little bit about what I do. I'm a worthologist. Well, you may not know what I do. So let me go a little further. I'm a worthologist. I serve and support women of faith, women who believe in self investing, and women who want to build a business based off of their best selling book. Okay. Now, in that brief introduction, I help you become a best selling author. I help you build your business. I help you write and finish your book. All those things are really baked into my introduction. And so I'm telling you who I am, Dr. Fred Jones. What do I do? I'm a book writing coach. I'm a business coach. Okay. Right there. Hello, I'm Dr. Fred Jones, the world's only worthologist. I'm also a business coach. They might say, well, what is a worthologist? A worthologist help you walk in your worth, value your voice, and tell your story. You see, a lot of people say, well, I ain't never heard of a worthologist. That's because you hadn't been on my live streams. Okay. That's because a worthologist is a category of one. That's a unique brand. Okay. Who do you serve? Women of faith. Okay. What's your product line? I help you build your business. I help you finish your book. I help you become a best-selling author. You see how that works? And then how will you help them? I help you by creating economy. I help you by building a business. I help you by becoming a best-selling author. You see how that works? Hey, folks, did you get value from today's teaching? I hope you so. I only want to come in briefly and share those things with you, how to introduce yourself. And if you're interested and would like to be introduced like this, how would you like to be introduced? Hello, I'm Mary Smith, international best-selling author of the book, How to Get What You Want Out of Life and Not Feel Guilty. You see what I'm saying? That can be you next. You can be introduced to you like that. International best-selling author of the book, How to Get What You Want Out of Life and Not Feel Guilty. The book title is Worthology. You are worth it. You are worth it. Okay, so folks, if you're interested and would like to, Dr. Fred Jones, bestseller, okay? Okay, Dr. Fred Jones, bestseller. Okay, if you're interested, folks, and you would like to be introduced like this, if you would like to step into this space, if you would like to power up your game, then I want to introduce you. I want to invite you to go to my page, drfredjones.com/bestseller. drfredjones.com/bestseller. Go there, check out the stuff there, and we can be introducing you next as an international best-selling author. It's not as hard as you think it is. Don't make this hard. Just go to that page and click on the link, and there'll be a lot of material there. Watch the videos, read all the material, click on the link to book a call, talk to my team, and we'll get you lined up so that we can be introducing you as the number one best-selling author of the book, whatever the book title is that you have, How to Get What You Want Out of Life without feeling guilty. Worthology. Okay. All right, folks, I'm Dr. Fred Jones, the world's only worthologist, reminding you the most expensive thing you will ever pay is attention to the wrong people. I love you. Have a good day and a good evening. Bye-bye.